Welcome to the fourth and final video on how to use the patient browser in the 3Shape Ortho system. So in this video you'll learn how to access the import and export function, and also how to initiate the prepare function, allowing you to do a virtual base like I have on the picture here. Please note, however, that there's a more detailed how-to video on import and export, and also a video on how to create a virtual base. This video will then primarily show you how to access those features. But let's go into the Ortho system and see how it works. Okay, so we're now back in the good old patient browser. Let's look at import first. So the first thing you can do is you can import a new model set. So you do that by right-clicking a patient and then choose new model set. I won't go into details with the dialog box as we have a separate video, but this is basically how you import a completely new model set into the system. The second thing you can do is you can right-click a patient and choose import from file. So what you'll notice here in the open dialog box is that there's a special file format called 3SZ or 3SC if you're from the US. This is a zipped file format specific to the 3Shape Ortho system that will include everything. So the TRIA scan, the CBCT scan, 2D overlay images, screenshots, etc., etc. So this is complete file of the patient, and it's a single file, and you simply just select one of these files and import it into the system. If you have one of these 3SZ files in the file browser, you can also just drag and drop it from the Windows file browser into the patient browser, as you see here, and it will be automatically added to your list of patients. So next up is export. So it works pretty much the same way. You right click a patient or choose export icon in the menu. You can choose between exporting to a file. Basically that's the same thing as I explained before. You export everything connected to a patient into one specific file. You can also export the trias models only, or you can export data into a table, but there will be a separate video instructing you how to use the various options here. If I expand the patient and go into a specific model set here, I also have a right click menu called export, and there are actually quite a few more features here, and again we'll go into those specific areas in the video here. But exports feature, again, that's how you access it, by right clicking the model or by choosing export in. And then finally there's access to the prepare feature, allowing you to do a virtual base. As you can see here, I have expanded one of my patients here called Trias Ready. You'll notice there are exclamation marks in front of each of these model sets. That's basically indicating that this specific model set does not, as you can see here as well, have a virtual base on it. I'll show you another one that does have one. I'll expand this patient here and click on the model set. You will see that this specific exclamation mark here is now gone, because this model, as you can see here, has a virtual base associated with it. So if you want to create a virtual base on one of your models, the way you do it is, let me just go back to the one without a model here, or without a base here. I simply right click on the model and choose prepare model set. I could also simply just click on the icon here in the toolbar. That will open the very same feature. So when I click on it, you will notice that Ortho Analyzer has now opened, but it has opened in a special prepare mode. So the normal left menu here is no longer there. So the only thing you can do in this specific view is to go through the prepare virtual base feature and workflow. And as I mentioned in the beginning, there's a separate video on this subject. So once you have gone through this, I'll not do it right now. I just close again here. And once you've gone through creating a virtual base here and you return to the patient browser, that exclamation mark will disappear, and it will have, like my model down here, a virtual base nicely. So that's it. Make sure to check out the other how-to videos, and thank you for watching.